Hello student, I'm Dr. Paromita Basu from Key Art and Design. So today we are in UID NCR and I am with Director Amrita Madan, and she will give you about all the facility and placement and the curriculum, everything, whatever you want to know. So she will give you a better perspective of UID NCR. And ma'am, thank you for joining us in Key Art and Design interview. Please give your introduction and then I'll ask you other questions.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's a privilege to be here. So, I am Professor Amrita Madan, and I am an architect by training, though I am a multidisciplinary designer by practice. And I am here, to really look at the bridge between various design disciplines can be made into something valuable for our students, for our future designers, and to bring all of these various disciplines together. And that is the agenda. And for UID to become a front runner in the design industry for the future. So what we are really doing is trying to pitch a future ready designer and trying to understand what will design of the future need and how do we get our students to be responsive towards all of the concerns that we are coming across to become valuable to the society. So that is where the UID's perspective is on this.
So I just went to your campus to become after every year I'm coming from 2-3 years now. This year I've seen a lot of development from the last few years I'm coming, and it is the machineries which have come out. I think is the best machineries I've seen. Even I have gone to Ahmedabad, so now I feel everything is comparatively similar to Ahmedabad, and you are trying to build up like any other college of design. So what you think the future of UID NCR?
So I think a very important point, and thank you for observing that and noting this about how UID NCR is really trying to make its mark. One of the key aspects of design education or design of the future is about how we will make our students ready for the industry, ready for the problems of the future. Given that we say that design is a problem solving exercise, which means that we're looking at the problems that will arise in the future, the kind of inputs that we might want to give. So we find this as really the cool run of all those ideas. Gurgaon NCR is really the place where all of the industries are converging. And for us, being here is a real position of privilege in some sense, which we want to leverage for our students. So creating something unique out of the fact that we have a deep industry connect, out of the fact that we have a huge legacy of UID, I take it very positively. That it's an opportunity that, that is available to us, the history, and to bring in, say, three things which matter in design. The design, that means how you deliver, the design environment, that means who is delivering, what are the faculty, what is the environment. And rightly said, we have facilities are beyond par. I think in the NCR we are probably the best equipped school in terms of the facilities and the opportunities that these facilities provide. And the third aspect is the design curriculum. So here it is what we do very crucially is where we peg ourselves as internationally acclaimed curriculums which are pegged at the international line of, globally that is accepted. We actually work very hard to bring a very strong global connect into the industry connect as well. These kind of, crucial entities where we are talking about where we come from, the past, the legacy that we have to offer as a country, as a nation, as people, as well as what we can offer to the world and what we can absorb from the world. This intermingling is what UID NCR is hoping to make its mark on.
Okay, so right now I know from UID NCR no batch has been graduated. So placement, talk about placement and how you're preparing yourself after 1 year or 2 years. Of course, the students will start fast. So what type of placement cell you're making and how you're approaching the companies to come to NCR for the placement?
See, let me tell you one thing. Placement is not a one-time deal. Placement is not something that we only do at the end of the fourth year. Placement is something that at various instances that we can give our students to engage with the industry, whereas we create those bridges for them and then they go out and make that possible for them. So I would say I've started the work of placement already. In fact, coming is a certain set of internships that we are offering to our students. Doesn't matter which batch they are from. I think that opportunity is very much available. UID itself has a very strong CRC, a corporate resource center, and we are leveraging that base as well. It is all for us to offer and operate within. So it gives us that, like I said, we have the systems in place. Now we are giving it the flavor of what is it to be in NCR. So placement at various levels, internships at various levels integrated into the curricula. I have upcoming a series of internships. I am working currently with big names in the fashion industry. They are asking us for internships, 6 months, 4 months internships. And we are actually currently working to integrate that backstage work, various kinds of works that you've seen our fashion design department doing incredible work. We also have internships with the government that we are leveraging. For example, we have the project in Varanasi that the government is doing. We are sending about strong contingent of 50 students to go on ground to work with the artists, with the designers who are working for the beautification of Varanasi as a government Ministry of Railways project. So it's an ongoing approach, and it is given again. My faculty is continuously connected with the industry. We also have this mantra that we don't want our faculty to get disconnected with what's happening in the industry. So we actually leverage that as well. Faculty knowledge, faculty networks, and we are conscious to include those kind of people and a very strong visiting faculty contingent that also allows us to do this industry connect and the placement. So I think it's a multi-pronged approach, and it is something, our mantra is that the student should have the best of opportunities available. We have students coming in from Politecnico de Milano next semester, from Milan, for doing exchange programs with us next semester. We have currently some students who are there, so I would call that also a placement opportunity, where the student is now going to go for an exchange program, get embedded into the systems there, get job offerings that we are working with, and sometimes bring the jobs back, and sometimes more students get inculcated. So again, at various levels, these opportunities are being built up actively.
Okay, so I forgot to ask you about the courses. So, which courses are you offering in UID NCR?
UID NCR has primarily 6 courses at BDes level. We are currently running the BDes Fashion Design and Styling. These are all honors courses, BDes honors, and we have visual communication. The third one that we have is interior design and furniture. There is product design, and we have animation and digital media. 5 main BDes honors program. Why I'm keeping the 6th one aside is that it's a special program. It is called the Global Design Program, which is a very unique program, I think, that UID has to offer the country in many ways. The Global Design Program is been designed for students who want to have a global experience, but for parents who don't want their kids to go away without any, so we understand that our parents are interested in not exposing the students fully to this point, they're their kids, but when they grow up and when they go into their masters, yes. So at the BDAS level, we have this global design program in which we have collaborations with 3 big universities globally, and the program is uniquely designed. Every semester, every odd semester, starting second year onwards, our students go into 3 different universities of the world. One is in Melbourne, Australia, so we cover down south, new age understandings of how design should operate. The 5th semester, they go to Nava, Italy, where they go into the ingrained Italian design experience, which you know what it has to offer. And in the 7th semester, they go to UK, Nottingham Trent University. So it becomes immersive experience, global experience. So they work a lot to actually continuously bring themselves to that level where they can do international programs. They do that for at least it's about 3.5 months, semester long programs that they do, and then their credits are transferred here, and then we kind of give them the degrees. They have certificates from these, so they get a real global experience. So we like I said, that global benchmarking, the global trotting, we cannot do this if our programs and our faculty are not globally situated. So that sixth program is quite a USP, quite an interesting program. I specifically recommend it for students who have taken up the IB in their class 11, 12, who are thinkers, who are people who don't want to restrict themselves towards a particular approach. And the program itself is a multidisciplinary program wherein the student can choose to string their work, their threads. If they want to say focus on say fashion, they have the opportunity. So it becomes a real choice based course, and we mentor each and every student to let them have that kind of exposure throughout the years. If they want to do a multidisciplinary, for sometimes we do this, sometimes we do that, all those opportunities are built into the program. So that is this is the bouquet that we offer at UID NCR.
Okay, so what do you think that of UID NCR will get from this campus?
This campus has a set of very interesting situations, and again, I would call them all opportunities. Really in the NCR, but being away from the hustle and bustle is something that really creates for works for an immersive experience. And I think design education needs that immersion, but the opportunity to connect with a larger public, with a larger cultural background, which is available in the whole NCR region. Whereas the campus itself is very well equipped. The facilities, I think, quite unique. I've been in the teaching line now. I've been teaching for the last 20 plus years. I have seen a lot of our campuses across the NCR. I have had a lot of experience on that. And I would say that the kind of campus it is quite different. It provides the kind of facilities that we have, the kind of sports facilities, the kind of life that the students would get in terms of their post. This is 9 to 5 study time, but because design itself is an immersive experience, that campus life is a very unique entity.
Yeah.
And the kind of facilities that this campus provides, with its shooting range, with its swimming pool, with its state of the art facilities that are there, and you walk around over here and you feel so relaxed, and it gives you this calmness. The natural beauty of the campus, it's an incredible opportunity. There's a natural beauty.
Yeah.
There is high end facilities. There is state of the art facilities for design, for after campus life.
Yeah.
And there is all that I think a student would desire in their years of education. Sometimes we forget, we've all been students. We've all wanted those experiences.
Yeah.
And I think as educators, our primary aim is to make sure that those years are memorable. And the student is, not just, there's not just memory. There is also immense amount of learning with the very interesting faculty that we have, because that is also that is a resource that I think that needs to be celebrated more. Faculty is very, very connected with the students. There is a very close understanding that is developed between the student and the faculty, and they become your mentors for life and your supporters for life. So that attitude is something that UID really is proud of at its very core.
Okay, so this is the last thing you can, what you want from the student coming to UID this next year. So if they are applying, what type of student you want in your campus?
Wish to learn, wish to grow, have a zeal for life. I always say that whether you will learn inside the campus in the classroom or you will learn outside the classroom, learn you will. So be ready to put in your best. Where you are, what you are, where you begin with doesn't matter. It's what you do with yourself, with the way you are engaging, and how you can make yourself better. So that constant understanding, the constant development, taking something with you. I say this to students very often. We are all born with something that it's a 0 0, but we are born, it's an empty basket, it's a 0 0, and then we start filling it up with the kind of actions we do, and there's a goodwill that is associated with it. So I would suggest, do all those actions, be the kind of person that will increase the goodwill, and that's the person I want. I love to engage with students. I have a one-on-one interaction with them. Be the person that will fill up the goodwill quotient for everybody else around you. Be responsible for what you're doing, and have fun. Without fun, all of this will mean nothing. But without being responsible, fun has very little value. So be responsible for yourself, be passionate about what you're doing, and always strive to be the better you every time. That's the kind of student I want.
Okay. So the one last thing you want to tell to everybody who want to come here, and what you want they should be doing before coming to here, and so last thing, then after this I'll
You mean to say for the students, right? I mean,
yeah,
what kind of what do you want them to do from beforehand?
yeah.
Um, so you have there is coaching,
Mm.
there is learning how to kind of crack those
Mm.
exams. There's learning a certain bit of skill
Mm.
of how to draw, how to so how to think, how to do all of those things. So those are a given. But I think beyond that, what the student should be doing is really observing the world, really going out and seeing what is happening, really engaging with their surroundings, engaging more. I think it's very important in today's day and age to stop and pause and think and engage and deal with what is around you, to be acutely aware of your surroundings, to be acutely aware of something more than your surroundings, to look at what the world has to offer in a very intimate way which works for you, and to be those observers. So I would say, learn to pause, learn to look, learn to observe, learn to ask, and learn to read between the lines. I call it the oar, with that the oar that guides you. And if you can do that, then you will be the best design thinker of this century.
Thank you, ma'am, with this note of. So, students, you have heard, ma'am. So, all these things which told you in this video, I think you should grab in your life, and you will be a good designer. So, thank you for giving us the opportunity to take your interview. And the students who want to come here, I've already given you all the campus tour. So, just do, we have actually given the link in our description for filling the form. So you can fill the form for the UID, and also you can query if you have any question. You can WhatsApp me in this number, and I will surely try to help you have about UID or any other like Ahmedabad or NCR. So from now, do like and share, and those who have come first time in this channel, subscribe our channel. Bye for today.